and these players that signed, that chose to be a part of this program could make the right decision. And I think that's exactly what happened. And it comes back to the relationship piece. All right, you build a relationship, you connect, and you feel like this is a great opportunity for Auburn University to have this player be a part of our family and for this player to be a part of Auburn University. And he feels like he can come in here and accomplish the things he wants to accomplish academically and athletically. That's where the connection happens. And I think our staff just did a really good job of that. And to go back to that question before, having a couple head coaches on staff, well, there's a level of maturity there in recruiting where, all right, we're able to have those conversations and to be able to answer those and be able to have that real connection with these players and families and say, well, this is how things are done. This is how we're going to do things. Here's the expectation. I think the players appreciated that. And at the end of the day, you know, they know they're in good hands. They know they're going to be in a very good program with high character men that are going to be coaching them and are going to be developed in our program. And so to me, as a family member and all that, it's all you can ask for. My son's going to be around good people. He's going to be in a great place. He's going to have a chance to accomplish his goals and dreams, and he's going to be developed. I mean, those are the things that at the end of the day, I think become the deciding factor. And, you know, these guys know that. They're going to put in the work. They're going to do things right. And when they leave our program, all right, they're going to be better for it. And they're going to know and have a process of how to be successful and how it should be done the right way. And I believe that the players and the parents really appreciated that, hearing that from our coaches and hearing that from, you know, what it is we're trying to build in our culture here.
Next is Brian Matthews.
Hi, Brian. This is Brian Matthews, AuburnSports.com. I wanted to ask you what you feel like your role in as head coach is in recruiting, and has that role changed coming from Boise State to Auburn?
Well, I wouldn't say it's changed necessarily. I've always felt like recruiting is the most important thing we can do because, again, it goes back to the type of people we're bringing in. Now, we're recruiting ability in all phases. It's not just players, it's coaches, it's every member of our program. So for me, I feel like that's my responsibility is as far as talent or evaluation of people that fit what it is we're doing, that's something that I have to constantly do. And I take a lot of pride in that, and I think for the head coach, that is the most important thing, all right, are the people and the people that you bring in. And then developing those people. It's not just about bringing in the best people. You also have to have a plan to develop staff, players, people that are a part of our program, all right, the vision that we have for what we want to accomplish. And those two things right there, when you can get that done and do it on a consistent basis, as a leader, not just of a football program, but in my opinion, of an organization, you know, then you have a chance. Then you have a chance to create that culture that you want. You have a chance to develop yourself and the people around you the way that you see fit to accomplish the goals you set for yourself. And so that's how I've always seen my role as a head coach, is to make sure that position on staff, that the head coach position is doing those things. And then, you know, being a part of our players and coaches' lives, so the connection piece is a big factor. And I think that connection piece helps us get further along and helps us with, you know, what it is we're trying to accomplish, because as we communicate, we're able to eliminate maybe a lot of the doubt or indecision and get right onto what it is we need to do and the focus we need to have in order for us to have the type of, you know, success repeatedly and consistently that we want to have day in and day out. And that's got to be something that the head coach and certainly what I feel in my position has to do on a day-to-day basis. And I enjoy that. I enjoy that part. I enjoy the development piece. I enjoy the culture piece. I enjoy the standards of what we set for ourselves and making sure we uphold those standards every day. And that's the fun part, because when that does happen and you have a day where people got better and they saw that they got better and the program got better and it's all happening on that one particular day, there's a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, and that usually bleeds over into the next day and opportunities for, you know, that to happen again. And when you can get a little momentum that way, then you got a chance. And so that consistency piece from certainly myself, is important that we're doing those things daily.
Got time for two more. First one's from Mark Murphy.
Yeah, Coach, how important is it for you in evaluating a player to get them on campus for summer camps or go to spring practice and watch them, or actually go out Friday nights and see them in person?
Yeah, huge, huge. I think the in-person evaluation, you can't substitute that. You can watch film and you can see guys that can play. You get a chance, and there's a lot of ways now too that you can see much better than you used to. All right, an evaluation and see these guys do a lot of different things. But I still feel like just being out there, you're at a high school game, you're watching it, you get to be a part of that. In high school football, there's nothing like it. But you get to feel that, and you get to be a part of it, and you get to evaluate. You get to see, guys that practice or do different things. I think that in-person evaluation is huge, and so opportunities to do that. Right now, we haven't had a chance to, but I think those are extremely important for anybody. When you're evaluating talent, and you don't get an opportunity to do that with every single guy, but as a head coach, but your coaches do, and so. Getting their eyes on them and seeing it and seeing certain things, because that's what you do as a coach. You get on the field and you work with your guys. You get to see the drills and how they respond to it. You get to see them go through the different techniques that you're teaching. You get to see the body language. You get to see how they respond. And film is good. Film doesn't give you all those things. All right, in person gives you a chance to see that. And when we get a chance to get back out there, that's going to be something that, for the last several months we haven't had a chance to do. So I know everybody is looking forward to it. I know every coach wants that to happen. And, we know there's a reason why with COVID, but when we do get a chance to get back out, that's going to be, one of the most important things we can do is getting our eyes on guys and really seeing the little things that we need to see in order to make the right decisions.
Last one today, Coach, from Bill Cameron.
Coach, you mentioned 6 offense, 11 defensive players, and today you added 2 offensive and 4 defensive players. Was that by design, or was it just best fit, best players available at this time? And then going forward here, the rest of the recruiting period, what are the needs that you really feel? We mentioned running back a little while ago, but what other needs do you feel need to be addressed?
Sure. Well, it was a little of everything now. It's always best fit. Right, it's going to be best fit, and certainly the needs are a big part of that. But just because you have a need, you still have to find the right fit. All right, that's the most important thing. So, like I've said before, I mean, you're in a hurry, but you don't want to rush. You want to make sure you got the right people in your program, and I think we did that. So by design, but also getting the right fit in the players that we brought in. And then the needs moving forward, running back, O-line, DB, those are still areas where we've got to fill some of those needs if we find the right fit. And so that's why over time, as we continue to recruit, there'll be other opportunities for guys to evaluate, other opportunities for guys to where we can communicate with them and get to know them. And then that will continue on through this spring. But at the end of the day, we know where we have some areas of need. But we still got to find the right fit, and in that process, we're going to stick to that. Make sure we got the right guys, the right people to be a part of what we're doing. That won't change ever, and we'll get the right numbers for what we need on. But more importantly, we'll have the right people in those positions, and when we do, then we know we're going to be able to develop. We know these guys are going to fit into the culture. We know these guys are going to help us create the vision that we have for this program and go out there and compete and want to be a part of Auburn University.
All right, Coach. Thank you for your time today. Everyone, thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you, guys. War Eagle.